They keep saying he's a threat to democracy. I'm saying, what the hell did I do for democracy? Last week, I took a bullet for democracy.
You know, 3 days ago, we officially defeated the worst president in the history of our country, crooked Joe Biden.
Hello, friends. The 2024 presidential elections is heating up, and former President Donald Trump is back in the headlines. But this time, he's facing fierce resistance from some of the wealthiest and most influential people in America. These billionaires are not just using their money, they're using their voices and platforms to challenge Trump's bid for the White House. This is a story of power, politics, and the extraordinary individuals standing up for their beliefs. First, let's dive into the tech world. Reid Hoffman, the co-founder of LinkedIn, is a champion for truth and democracy. Hoffman believes Trump's policies threaten American society, so he's fighting misinformation and boosting voter engagement. Imagine a community center where volunteers are trained to counteract false information on social media. Hoffman's funding makes this possible, ensuring people get accurate information. Dustin Moskovitz, the co-founder of Facebook and Asana, is deeply worried about Trump's impact on democracy and social justice. His significant donations support Democratic candidates and initiatives striving for fairness. Think of local non-profits getting a much-needed grant to promote voter registration and civic education. That's Moskowitz's influence at work. And finally, we have Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, has a complex relationship with Trump. Despite criticisms, Zuckerberg is committed to protecting voting rights and promoting social justice. His platform policies help curb misinformation, creating a safer online space for discussions on crucial political issues. In the financial world, Seth Klarman, the head of Baupost Group, has always been a savvy investor. Known for his cautious and strategic thinking, Klarman has opposed Trump due to concerns over his economic policies and leadership style. Picture a community development project that receives funding to revitalize a struggling neighborhood. Klarman's strategic donations support such initiatives. And then we have Ken Griffin, the CEO of Citadel. Initially supported Trump, but now backs Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Griffin's shift is driven by concerns about Trump's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic and broader economic policies. His significant financial influence highlights a desire for stability and foresight within the Republican Party, supporting education reforms that benefit public schools across the country. And then we have Stephen Schwarzman, the CEO of Blackstone Group, has distanced himself from Trump. Once a prominent supporter, Schwarzman now emphasizes the need for new Republican leadership focused on economic stability and national security. His donations fund scholarships for students from unprivileged backgrounds, demonstrating his commitments to future generations. And lastly, we have Warren Buffett, the legendary investor and the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, has always been vocal about his beliefs. Buffett criticizes Trump's economic policies, particularly those he views as fiscally irresponsible. Supporting responsible fiscal policy and economic equity, Buffett backs Democratic candidates and progressive causes to ensure a long-term economic health, like funding for job training programs for displaced workers. In the world of philanthropy, George Soros stands tall. Soros has dedicated his life to promoting democracy and human rights, with extensive efforts aimed at counteracting authority and safeguarding democratic institutions worldwide. Think of grassroots organizations fighting for voting rights in marginalized communities. Soros' funding makes their work possible. And then we have Tom Steyer, the founder of Valorant Capital and a passionate environmental activist, ran for the Democratic nomination in 2020. Steyer uses his wealth to address climate change and promote economic justice. Picture solar panels on low-income housing. Steyer's investments in renewable energy make this a reality. And then we have Lauren Powell Jobs, the founder of Emerson Collective and the widow of the Apple co-founder Steve Jobs, supports education, immigration reform, and social justice. She believes Trump's leadership is divisive and undermines inclusivity and equality. Her funding supports after-school programs that provide safe spaces for children in underserved communities. And finally, we have Perry Omdiar, the founder of eBay, advocates for democracy, promoting transparency, and combating misinformation through his philanthropic efforts. His support helps independent journalism thrive, ensuring that investigative reporters can uncover truths that hold the powerful accountable. Lastly, we have the business and media mogul Michael Bloomberg and Jeff Bezos. Michael Bloomberg, the founder of Bloomberg LP and the former NYC mayor, ran for Democratic nominations in 2020. Bloomberg focuses on gun control, climate change, and public health, viewing Trump's policies as inadequate or harmful. His media empire shapes public opinion against Trump's rhetoric, funding documentaries that raise awareness about climate change. And finally, we have Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon and the owner of the Washington Post, has a contentious relationship with Trump. Bezos supports social justice, environmental sustainability, and technological innovation. His stance against Trump is reflected in his backing of Democratic candidates and progressive causes. The Washington Post's investigative journalism shines a light on political corruption, ensuring transparency and accountability. This opposition to Donald Trump's 2024 re-election is more than just a political stance. It's a movement shaping the future of American politics. Their efforts could influence how accurate information reaches your families or how small businesses in your community thrive. As we approach 2024, remember the actions of these influential individuals. They remind us that leadership and values matter. Well folks, if you've enjoyed today's video, please consider hitting that bell icon and subscribe to the channel, because this political saga is just beginning. Until then, stay safe and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.